Welcome to online classes, English grammar, conditional sentences. A sentence with one conditional clause and one main clause is a conditional sentence. Conditional sentences indicate that one thing depends on another thing. ഒരു conditional clauseഉം ഒരു main clauseഉം ഉള്ള sentence ആണ് conditional sentence. കണ്ടീഷണൽ സെന്റൻസ് ഒരു കാര്യം മറ്റൊന്നിനെ ആസ്പദമായാണ് എന്ന് സൂചിപ്പിക്കുന്നു. കണ്ടീഷണൽ സെന്റൻസസ് ഹാവ് ടു പാർട്സ്: കണ്ടീഷണൽ ഓർ ഡിപെൻഡന്റ് ക്ലോസ്, റിസൾട്ട് ഓർ ഇൻഡിപെൻഡന്റ് ഓർ മെയിൻ ക്ലോസ്. The conditional clause indicates a condition. The main clause indicates the result. The result is dependent on the condition. കണ്ടീഷണൽ ക്ലോസ് ഒരു കണ്ടീഷനെ സൂചിപ്പിക്കുന്നു. മെയിൻ ക്ലോസ് കണ്ടീഷൻ സംഭവിച്ചാൽ ഉണ്ടാകുന്ന റിസൾട്ടിനെ സൂചിപ്പിക്കുന്നു. കണ്ടീഷനെ ആസ്പദമായാണ് റിസൾട്ട്. ഓൺലി ഇഫ് ദ കണ്ടീഷൻ ഈസ് ഫുൾഫിൽഡ് ദ റിസൾട്ട് മേ ഹാപ്പൻ. കണ്ടീഷൻ സംഭവിച്ചാൽ മാത്രമേ റിസൾട്ട് ഉണ്ടാകൂ. കണ്ടീഷണൽ ക്ലോസസ് ബിഗിൻ വിത്ത് കൺജങ്ഷൻസ് ലൈക്ക് ഇഫ്, അൺലെസ്, വെൻ, in case, as soon as long as, in the event of, etc. Conditional clauses തുടങ്ങുന്നത് if, unless, when, in case, as soon as long as, in the event of തുടങ്ങിയ conjunctions കൊണ്ടാണ്. For example, if it rains, he will not go to school. If the prices increase, the demand will decrease. If you go to the beach at around 6 p.m., you can see the sunset. There are 4 types of conditional sentences: zero conditional sentences, first conditional sentences, second conditional sentences, and third conditional sentences. Zero conditional sentences. Zero conditional sentences indicate general truths or things that are certain to happen if the conditions are fulfilled. സീറോ കണ്ടീഷണൽ സെന്റൻസ് കണ്ടീഷണൽ ക്ലോസിൽ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്ന കണ്ടീഷൻ സംഭവിച്ചാൽ തീർച്ചയായും സംഭവിക്കുന്നതോ നിത്യസത്യങ്ങളോ ആയ കാര്യങ്ങൾ സൂചിപ്പിക്കുന്നു. That is, if the condition happens, the result certainly happens. The results are certain to happen if the condition is fulfilled. അതായത് കണ്ടീഷൻ സംഭവിച്ചാൽ റിസൾട്ട് തീർച്ചയായും സംഭവിക്കും. Both the conditional clause and the main clause must be in simple present tense. Conditional clauseഉം main clauseഉം simple present tenseൽ ആയിരിക്കണം. Examples: if you freeze water, it turns into ice. If you smoke, your lungs are affected. When it rains, the lawns get wet. When the babies are hungry, they cry. If the plants do not get water, they die. If you heat ice, it melts. When the sun sets, it gets dark. First conditional sentences. First conditional sentences indicate things which may happen in the future. That is, if the conditions are fulfilled, the results are likely to happen. The outcome is probable. The outcome may or may not happen. If the condition is fulfilled, the result is likely to happen. ഒരു സെന്റൻസിൽ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്ന കണ്ടീഷൻ സംഭവിച്ചാൽ ഭാവിയിൽ സംഭവിക്കാവുന്ന കാര്യങ്ങൾ സൂചിപ്പിക്കാനാണ് ഫസ്റ്റ് കണ്ടീഷണൽ സെന്റൻസസ് ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നത്. അതായത് കണ്ടീഷൻ സംഭവിച്ചാൽ റിസൾട്ട് സംഭവിക്കാൻ സാധ്യതയുണ്ട്. The conditional clause must be in simple present tense and the main clause must be in simple future tense. Conditional clause simple present tenseലും main clause simple future tenseലും ആയിരിക്കണം. Examples: if you focus on your goals, you can achieve them. If I have time, I will call you. If you take medicines, you will feel better. If you go out in the rain, you will get wet. If you drink more coffee, you will not get sleep. If it rains, we will stay back home. If it doesn't rain tomorrow, we will go to the beach. When I finish my work, I will call you. As soon as I reach home, I will call you. After I reach home, I will call you. If I explain my problem, my sister will help me. If he walks fast, he will reach there on time. If you invite him, he will come. If he has money, he will buy a new car. If he eats all that ice cream, he will be sick. If you go on telling lies, nobody will believe you. If he studies well, he will get a first class. Second conditional sentences. Second conditional sentences indicate imaginary or improbable present or future situations. These situations are not likely to happen and are not realistic. Both clauses are imaginary or a sort of dream. Second conditional sentences ഇപ്പോഴോ ഭാവിയിലോ സംഭവിക്കാൻ സാധ്യതയില്ലാത്ത കാര്യങ്ങൾ സൂചിപ്പിക്കുന്നു. അതായത് ഇത്തരം കാര്യങ്ങൾ സംഭവിക്കാൻ സാധ്യതയില്ല, അവ റിയലിസ്റ്റിക് അല്ല. The conditional clause must be in simple past tense and the main clause must be in the form would plus base verb. Conditional clause simple past tenseലും main clause would plus base verb formലും ആയിരിക്കണം. We can also use could, should or might instead of would. Examples: if I had money, I would buy a new house. If I won a lottery, I would buy a luxury car. If he were a rich man, he would help poor people. If they were young, they would visit hilly places. If she were a queen, she would wear costly ornaments. If I were a bird, I would happily fly around the world. If I had magical powers, I would ensure food security to all. If you had a better job, you could buy a new house. If they reached there earlier, they could see the circus. Third conditional sentences. Third conditional sentences are used to indicate things that have already happened and to imagine that if the conditions had happened differently, the result also would have been different. Third conditional sentences indicate that the result would have been different if there had been a change in the past event mentioned in the conditional clause. That is, the result would have been different if the event mentioned in the conditional clause had happened differently. The events have already happened and cannot be undone. കണ്ടീഷണൽ ക്ലോസിൽ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്ന കഴിഞ്ഞ കാര്യങ്ങൾ മറ്റൊരു തരത്തിൽ സംഭവിച്ചിരുന്നെങ്കിൽ റിസൾട്ടും മറ്റൊരു തരത്തിൽ ആയേനെ എന്ന് സൂചിപ്പിക്കുവാനാണ് തേർഡ് കണ്ടീഷണൽ സെന്റൻസസ് ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നത്. പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്ന കാര്യങ്ങൾ കഴിഞ്ഞ കാര്യങ്ങളാണ്, ഒരിക്കലും മാറ്റുവാൻ കഴിയില്ല. The conditional clause must be in past perfect tense and the main clause must be in the form would plus have plus past participle. Conditional clause past perfect tenseലും main clause would plus have plus past participle formലും ആയിരിക്കണം. We can also use could, should, might, etc. instead of would. Examples: if I had been there, I would have helped you. Had I been there, I would have helped you. If they had taken him to hospital on time, he would have been saved. If the teacher had informed us earlier, we could have finished it on time. If she had gone home, she would have been happier. If they had reached earlier, they could have seen the circus. If you had tried again, you might have succeeded. If I had known his number, I could have called him up. If we had found him earlier, we could have saved his life. Had you obeyed his order, he would not have punished you. If I had been there, I would have helped him. Tenses in conditional sentences. If the main clause is in simple present tense the conditional clause must be in simple present tense. If the main clause is in simple future tense, the conditional clause must be in simple present tense. If the main clause is in the form of would plus base verb, the conditional clause must be in past tense. If the main clause is in the form of would plus have plus past participle, the conditional clause must be in past perfect tense. If the conditional clause is in simple present, the main clause must be in simple present or simple future. If the conditional clause is in past tense, the main clause must be in the form of would plus base verb. If the conditional clause is in past perfect tense, the main clause must be in the form of would plus have plus past participle. In zero conditional and first conditional sentences, the things mentioned are real and possible. In second conditional and third conditional sentences, the things mentioned are impossible or imaginary. In zero conditional sentences, if the conditions are fulfilled, the results will certainly happen. Things are real and possible. In first conditional sentences, if the conditions are fulfilled, the results may happen, but not certain. Things are real and possible and likely to happen. In second conditional sentences, both the conditions and results are imaginary or dreams and are not likely to happen. In third conditional sentences, the conditions and results refer to events that already happened in the past. They have already happened and cannot be undone. They are impossible. Thanks very much for watching. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. For more similar videos, you can visit my YouTube channel. The PDF files of these lessons are available in the folder English. The link has been shared in the description below. For any doubts and clarifications, you can send a message to my number. Thank you.